Since a long time ago, the Rockefeller Foundation has been a strong but quiet force in the business world. Their effects can be seen over hundreds of years in many countries. They are known for having a lot of power in the finance, energy, and charity fields. A white paper from the Rockefeller Foundation that many people haven't heard of was released not long ago. The 2030 World Financial Vision is the name of it. This paper was just recently found, and it has caused a lot of excitement and guesswork in the Bitcoin and banking world's circles. This paper talks about a new financial future. In this future, national paper currencies are swapped out for a neutral, decentralized digital asset that is meant to help the world economy. Even more amazing is the value model that is part of the study. This means that by 2030, a single unit of this product will be worth an amazing 1 million. As we read through this white paper, it's becoming clear that the digital asset being talked about is a lot like Ripple's cryptocurrency XRP. Even though XRP wasn't all of the features that were talked about in the white paper line, with XRP's unique technology in place in the market, the Rockefeller Foundation will be able to reach its goals with the help of XRP, which has transaction speeds that are almost instantaneous, fees that are almost non-existent, and the ability to easily combine different currencies. The Rockefeller family has always been good at spotting changes in the business world and making the most of them. They made a name for themselves by seizing opportunities that changed the rules of whether it was in oil, banking, or global finance industries. Since this white paper came out, there will be a change in how things are done when it comes to digital banking. The Rockefellers may see its XRP's promise as an important part of the new financial system. In the white paper, a future financial system is talked about in which national currencies are not the main way that people pay for things. As an alternative, a decentralized digital currency that is not controlled by lawmakers would make global trade and liquidity easier. It is said that this method would be more open, safer, and more efficient than others. Besides that, it will fix a lot of the problems that come with paper currencies, like inflation, currency wars, and payment networks that don't talk to each other. It opens your eyes a lot to use the method of assessment described in the Rockefeller report. The business thinks that by 2030, each coin in the digital asset could be worth $1 million. This isn't just a guess. Instead, it comes from careful macroeconomic models that takes into account the digital finance and foreign trade, the huge amount of money that is needed to trade between countries, and the fact that there are only 100 billion XRP tokens available. The need for a reliable and expandable digital funding source is likely to grow very quickly as financial markets around the world move toward digitization and fast settlement. This will make a lot of people want to buy XRP, which will drive up its value. Think about how big trade and banking are on a global level right now to get an idea of how important this prediction is. Huge amounts of mulatto dollars are sent from one country to another every day. Still, slow processes and expensive agents often get in the way of this. The on-demand liquidity offering from Ripple and other technologies used by XRP have already shown that they make it easier for banks around the world to send money to each other. The white paper doesn't just talk about business and technology. It also talks about other things. Another thing that it talks about is sustainability. During a time when environmental issues are at the center of policy discussions, XRP consents method uses a lot less energy than Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies that use proof of work, which is a cause for worry. There are still problems that need to be fixed, even though the white paper paints a pretty picture thereof. This is very important. Rules should be clear and simple to understand. There have been many legal battles between Ripple Labs and other companies, mostly in the United States. The outcomes of these battles will decide how widely XRP can be used. Making the switch from national currencies to an autonomous digital asset will also need a level of cooperation between countries that has never been seen before. It is important for governments to build trust by putting in place clear rules and strict security measures. The problem is made even more complicated by the way politics work in the world. The amount of interest in digital currencies and how clear they are varies from country to country. For some, XRP and the Rockefeller plan may be very exciting. For others, they may be more interested in other options or digital currencies that are not XRP more closely with the goals of their own country. How quickly and widely XRP is used around the world will depend on how this race turns out. No matter what these problems are, the Rockefeller Foundation's help sends a strong message to investors, states, and institutions, as this white paper shows. As a result, XRP goes from being a digital currency most make through trade speculation to a real contender for the world's financial future. This change could bring in a lot of money and help build relationships with agencies and make new uses for XRP possible. All of these things would help its guard grow. The white paper's promises offer a kind chance for individual investors to make money off of their investments. A price goal of $1 million is not just a pipe dream by the year 2030. It is a realistic possibility backed by one of the richest families in the world and based on careful study of the money involved. This change also marks the start of a new era in which everyone can receive financial inclusion to everyone. One example is that blockchain technology and digital assets like XRP may make it possible for people all over the world who don't have access to fast, cheap, or reliable banking services to get them. Giving more people access to money is a great way to help reach bigger social goals, and it might also help even out the economy. Finally, the Rockefeller Foundation's white paper called 2030 Global Financial Vision shows how money will likely change in the future. XRP or any other digital object that is not tied to any one country would probably be used instead of national currencies in a perfect world. This would make the world financial system work better, last longer, and be easier for everyone to use. It's expected that each XRP coin will be worth 1 million, which shows how big of an effect this will have on the market. In the years to come, the effects of this point of view will become clearer. People, businesses, and lawmakers should all keep a close eye on how digital banking and blockchain technology change over time. The way people around the world trade value is going to change a lot, and XRP is going to be at the center of this change. Are you ready to start a new phase in your money story? The Rockefeller Foundation is the one who made it possible. The science behind XRP and its place in the market make it a great choice for the digital world that is about to open up and be full of opportunities. Keep up with current events, take part in activities, and be a part of this amazing trip into the future of finance. Thanks a lot. Keep in mind that I'm not a licensed money manager. Thanks for taking this into account. The only reason these movies feature knowledge is to make people laugh. When it comes to money, I always tell my audience to do their own study and talk to professionals before making a decision. Thank you for your attention. You need to keep telling yourself to click the follow button and give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Also, please make sure that the alerts are turned on so that you know right away.